Ready?
3, 2.
Hey, looky there. We got the right intro going this time.
There we go.
Man, D-Wood, you are looking good over there.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, my God, man.
Buffed out shoes.
Spit shine.
Yeah. I had my girl do that.
Were you in the military?
Nope. That's why I didn't do it. I had her spit shine them. If I was in the military, it probably would have looked a lot worse.
Dude, you're looking sharp.
Thank you, sir.
I'm looking like a slob today, but you're looking good,
That's
man.
all right.
He's bringing his A game.
It's usually the other way around.
What was the occasion, James?
I thought we were going to shoot some video.
You
I was
missed
gonna
that
look
yesterday.
snazzy.
Yeah, we need to work on our communication. Yeah, videos were yesterday. We shot like 15 hours of video.
Well,
yesterday.
you missed out on, I don't know, a good 30, 40 minutes of trying to shoot an ad, and some good blooper reel footage came out of it, though.
It was more like 10 or 15 minutes, wasn't it? Like, it didn't take me that long to spit
I don't
out.
really remember.
So the whole ad was
it felt like it.
It was 15 seconds. And it did. It literally took me like 45 minutes to get 15 seconds of like speaking correctly out.
Well,
it was really complicated, right? Because he was making me walk down this set of stairs and talk at the same time. And well, no, it wasn't a set of stairs. It was a stair.
A step. Yeah.
Where were you guys at?
Oh,
Sugar Creek.
There you go,
We're out
yeah.
in Sugar Creek. And then, so the one that I do really good on, last 2 seconds, what happens?
The battery died.
Almost, no. But a train started blowing its
Yeah.
horn out in the distance.
good old-fashioned independent Sugar Creek.
Then there was another, 10 takes. And dude, we finally got it right.
Nailed it.
But persistence.
Yeah.
That's
always
what
fun
it's about.
shooting
It's
the
about
videos where you're like
persistence.
walking around and doing things.
Dude, I
Kinda
do so much better when it's
when
like
you're moving.
No, when I wing it.
Right.
When I just
Yeah.
I like collect my thoughts real quick. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I can just talk, say what I want, it's done.
Well, you're kind of the opposite, aren't you, James? Like, you're just like...
I feel like I need something to talk about, it really depends. I don't know. You're a lot better in front of the camera than I am.
I am. I've got years and years of experience.
Yeah, I don't.
So the whole what he did was email me the different ads that we were doing. So I just had a chance to like 30 seconds to glaze over it. But then like when you have to put each line in order and talk about it, that's what really like trips me up.
When you're
But
trying to do it scripted.
If I went over it like the night before, like 10 or 12 times, I could totally rock it out. So
Role played with Kara.
Yeah, a little bit of role play. Talking about real estate. Wah wah. Would have been good.
The
man.
ups and downs of it.
Cool.
The
So James
market.
and I, yeah, the ins and out. So James and I were having a really good conversation this morning about sharing content on social media. So man, that's like the buzzword right now: content, social media. Quit trying to sell properties on Facebook, right? Because it's all about building relationships. And that's something that we're working on, developing and pursuing right now. So let's talk about that just for a few minutes, man. So you actually just got back from Phoenix, met some really good people out there that are pushing content and that like on a daily basis, like putting out really cool stuff that's inspiring.
All
man.
day.
How do they do that? Like, how do they come up with the content? How do they get it out there? Is it somebody just sitting in front of the computer all day putting stuff out? Because I know I don't have time to do that, right? I'm out doing deals.
Yeah,
Right.
some of the people, they are doing that, and it just kind of depends on the content that they're doing. So if it's like motivational type quotes and stuff like that, then it seems as if, and I don't know if some of them are just only using like a VA or an assistant to do that, but then on some of the other ones, I think they build the content up and then they use like Hootsuite or other things that like just kind of syndicates it out there at certain times of the day. And then just other things is just talking about deals that they're doing. They're out driving around. They might shoot a quick video and talk about the deal they're at, or talk about a contract that they just got, or a house they just got under contract, or whatever the case may be. But they're just putting that stuff out throughout the day, just anything for people to engage.
Right.
So
that takes a commitment.
Right. Well, you want presence, really, because, if you go days without putting stuff out there, you want to be in front of people's faces. People are constantly seeing that you're doing things, and not only that, they're like, okay, this person's very active in this field. This is somebody that I want to work with, because social media is it's a giant room, it's a giant party, and you want to be the person people want to talk to. You know what I mean? It's that putting that sort of thing.
To
out.
me, the hardest thing about doing that would be consistency.
Right.
How do you consistently put that out day in, day out? So you look at somebody like Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Like, so I'm on Facebook, and I see every time I get on there, probably 3 new videos that he's posted, like every time, without fail. And he's always putting stuff on Snapchat, and you know, like the guy is just a marketing machine. You know, so if you're getting started, how do you get there? How do you start putting content out like that? And how do you come up with stuff to say? Right. You know, like you know, you think you would run out.
Yeah, I think if you're just getting started, I mean, I think the best thing to do is just use your time. Most people that are getting started, they don't really have the money, or they're not busy enough to be able to just have people do that for them. So one of the speakers out there is Brian Harris, and he's from Memphis, and he was talking about using your what did he call it? Your energy budget. So, and that's just using his time and just putting whatever content out there that you can, asking questions, engaging with people on social media. It doesn't necessarily always have to be content, but it just has to be engagement with people. And then, so what was crazy is last year he was sitting, he was at the event as well, and he wasn't just getting started, but he wasn't by any means on the level he is. But between last year and this year, he took the time to just really engage with people, do a ton of videos, and just this year, like, everybody was there wanting to talk to him. He was speaking this year. It's just like he really had a presence and more or less a leadership to all the people that was there. So it was really cool, and just watching how it all kind of built up over the last year. But
that's an amazing story. So last year he was sitting in the audience.
Yeah.
At the sorry, what was the name of the event?
Extreme Freedom. It was Sean Terry's.
So he grinded out, put out a lot of content, engaged with people, built up his audience, and now this year he was speaking there, dude. I didn't even realize that. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, so just and it's probably been 5 or 6 months. I mean, I don't know what he was doing before, but he just in the last like 6 months or so, he started doing like $100,000 a month in sales, and just like you said, just been grinding it out, building his team, really structuring it and treating it more like a business instead out there just doing some deals. So I think at some point you got to grow and get over doing what you're doing. It's fun to get out there and just do deals and hustle and grind it out. But if you're not structuring things and putting things in place, it's just going to be like a hobby, a good paying hobby.
Right.
So
yep, absolutely.
And I think that's what we do really good here is we've built teams and systems and just trying to help people get to, or just having enough people on our team, because you and I can't do it all. I mean, there's no way. There's not enough hours in the day. So
I thought it was pretty cool, Chris. Did you see what Christoph posted last night?
Oh yeah,
it was 10 o'clock at night, and he posted a picture on Facebook, and he said in a grimy basement or dirty basement, grinding it out. Yeah, grinding it out at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, yep.
And it was funny, and when I saw that, I was actually running numbers on deals from the previous day. Kara was returning emails to investors, The thing is, if you're successful, man, like it never shuts off.
It doesn't.
It's 24/7. I go to bed thinking about it. I dream about it, and when I wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, here's how my day goes. When I woke up this morning, I was super excited. I'm like, okay, got to get the kids to school, right? I got an interview with a new person that we're looking at hiring at 9 o'clock. We've got podcast today. We've got staff meeting today, and like
it's exciting.
It totally is, man. Like I get so pumped about it.
No, I'm the same way. It's like I really never get enough of it. There's times where it's like I just need to mentally go, take a little break, but it's not like I'm like frustrated or tired of it or just like, man, I don't want to go there today. Or
it doesn't stress you out.
It really doesn't. Very seldom do I get stressed out about it. Sometimes I'll just be a little worked up about a specific thing, but overall it's always exciting and I enjoy every minute of it. It's like a rush. It's like a high.
So imagine right now if you are just a beginning entrepreneur, right, and you've got the bug. And I totally remember that feeling. I can remember the feeling of being, in my 9-to-5 job, thinking, man, I want to do something different. I want to improve my life. I want to improve my finances. I just want to be better than what I am, man.
Yep.
And like you get that bug, and it's like, okay, so now I'm going to be a real estate investor, and I'm going to start buying houses and build this company. And it's like, okay, crap, how do I do that? Right. And like I still have that, like we've built an incredible company here, right? And we're doing hundreds of deals and we're rocking it out. But I still have that same mentality of, okay, how do we grow? Right? How do we hire new people, and how do we expand our educational and our coaching program? Like it never ends. Like there's always, like you'll climb one mountain, right? And you'll look and there's just a higher mountain off in the distance. You're like, okay, now I need to conquer that one next. It's inspiring.
But I think we're always, our goals are always getting bigger and are changing, So, I mean, just having somebody to do the deals with originally was like a big deal, and then
absolutely, yeah.
And then doing more deals was a big deal. And then it was, okay, well, I can't do that anymore. Well, I need another person. And then it's like trying to figure out how to put that all together. I think a lot of people look at us and say, okay, hey, they've got this nice, huge company. They're doing tons of deals, making tons of money. But then we're like, well, I mean, this is like, we know it's good, but it's like okay compared to what our standard is. Like we want it to be, a completely different level.
Yeah, we have to grow it. We have to expand it.
Well, I think that's the thing, though, with an appearance. Like we were getting back to what we were talking about with social media. Like the appearance of structure and that sort of thing. Not saying it's not here. It's definitely here within our company. But if people do not see that, then they're it's almost like investing in anarchy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I agree.
That's why we talk a lot about people actually coming in to the office and seeing what the groundwork that has already been laid. And getting behind that train. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's lots of opportunities for people to become a part of this. Like, well, I guess it may be a strong word, but building like an empire.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's our biggest selling point is, so people have a lot of money, right? And they want to buy deals, but they don't have the infrastructure or the back end systems to make it successful. So, and that's a huge missing part of their business. Yeah. And when they come here and we talk to them and show them the Kansas City market and show them staff and show them everything that we've built and what's going on, it's like most people are like, wow, man, yeah, how do I get involved? What do we do? Where do I sign? Let's go, let's do deals.
And some of it's like faith and trust in themselves. It's like they may not know what they're doing or how to do it, and then like going and finding a team that can help them and kind of hold their hand through the process. I think that's a big part of them wanting to invest with us.
A really cool part about this whole thing is learning patience. Patience is a huge part of it, right? Because you get that investing bug or the entrepreneurial bug, and what do you want? You want instant success. You want to be big. You want to make the big bucks and roll with the big guys. But I can tell you, man, there's no way I could run the company that I have now when I first started.
I agree.
There were so many things I had to learn. Like you do have a lot of ideas, and sometimes you have to, bring yourself back down to earth, and that happens naturally by making mistakes,
right?
And going out there and thinking you're going to crush it, and then falling flat on your face and getting up, But now, we're running this company. We've got good grief, how many? 15 employees here, which is not a lot, but it's something that it's taken us 10 years to get to where we are right now.
Yeah.
To do 15 deals a month and consistently, and rock out wholesale deals and owner finance deals and have the property management company. It takes time. It takes a lot of patience, and it takes you
focus too
as an investor showing up day after day. Whether you're having a great time or whether it sucks, and it's gonna suck sometimes. It's not all glitz and glamour.
Right.
It's a lot of hard
not all
work.
rainbows and puppy dogs.
No, it's not, man.
Well, I think that's true just for anything. Like you see all these like something like ITT Tech or like one of those, or like come to this seminar and learn how to be a real estate agent. Like you just think, well, I'm just going to do this one thing, and then it ends. I'm going to be successful 6 months to a year from now.
Yep.
And no one ever tries to sell the grind, and that's what it really takes.
That's because the grind isn't sexy.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's not fun. Okay, so yeah, you actually hit the nail on the head. That when I first got started, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple deals a month. That was my goal in the very beginning, and I'm gonna be very successful, and I'm gonna make millions of dollars. Well, you learn out very quickly after you're doing 2 deals a month that you don't get rich doing it that way. And I mean, you can make good money, absolutely, but it's not what it's all cracked up to be. Like, to make it in this business, you have to have the ability to do hundreds of deals, and that's what we're really good at too. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. So
yeah, no, I agree completely. I think some people, they can get out there and they can crush these home runs, and just some of that's the market, and they can make a huge living, but the cost of living is probably a lot greater out there too. Whereas we're just volume, and I'm okay with volume. Sometimes I want less deals and just bigger paychecks, but I think, sometimes I think I'd be a little bored if I was doing less deals.
So this business pays you according to the amount of work you put into it. So James and I just met with a young lady 2 days ago. She's only been doing deals for 2 months, and she's already sold 15 houses. And I was so impressed with her, right? So what's the difference between somebody like her and she's like, yeah, I don't really know anything about real estate. I'm just making it happen. I'm just calling people on Facebook. I'm calling my contacts, and I'm just working my business, right? Actually, we asked her that too. Like, well, you're really working your business. She goes, well, I don't know. That's just the way I am, right? It's like in her DNA to get out there and grind it out, because we started talking to her, and she's a total entrepreneur, right? She's owned her own cleaning business and just like all these things. MLS, she's always been in sales. Always been in sales her whole life, and just decided to start selling houses.
So she just kind of fell into it too.
They're not even her deals she's selling. She's going around to people like James and I and saying, hey, you've got houses to sell. I've got a buyer, right?
Yeah. No, she completely is.
So that's a good example.
She's doing on the side.
A good example that there's no excuses at all for anybody to not be successful in this business. Like, if you want to put the time in, you want to put the effort in, you can totally make it happen right now. Teaming up with successful people is the best thing that you can do to propel your real estate investing career forward, hands down.
If you are looking to do stuff with us, you can always, give us a call, or you can go to our website, 5starwholesaling.com.
So you can also hit us up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @mpainter3. Shoot me a DM, hit me up, and, hey, let's connect and do deals, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yep, and I'm at @JDunwoody2.